Hi, this article is appeared on October 13th, 2024. I stored it, I saved it in my Facebook archive, but never got around to reading it. So I'm going to read it today. I work for Korea Telecom, KT, and I am pure Korean. So my company is an AI company and telecom carrier. We are hugely investing into the electricity power production forecast for the solar and wind power plants. And so we are a little bit keen on the regeneration of the energy from the surrounding environments. And so that's why I was curious about what was going on in Florida when the storm Helen hit it in October. Let's find out what happened and what kind of the regeneration of solar energy and wind power plant saved some homes or businesses, while other homes and businesses were affected by the storm. They were cut off from the power, I guess. And also, I will focus on exact pronunciation and so that I could practice English. If you do have a good job offer for me in 4 years' time, I would be happy to hear about it, because I have to retire in 4 years' time from my beloved company, KT. Until that time, I would be loyal to my company, and I will work very hard for my company and its stretch goals and the long-term mission. So here we go. This article is from Yahoo News, but originally it's from CNN. And the title is, "As Parts of Florida Went Dark from Helen and Milton, the lights stayed on in this net zero storm-proof community." The author is Rachel Ramirez. Sunday, October 13th, 2024. William Fulford moved from Virginia to a new waterfront development in Florida in 2023. Nestled between Sarasota Bay and the southwestern part of Tampa Bay, the new home by Bradenton Beach was everything Fulford, a retired custom home builder, ever wished for. The developers of the new Hunters Point community, Pearl Homes, built the property as the first net zero single-family home development in the U.S., meaning residents produce more energy from solar panels than they need, with the excess energy either being stored or sold back to the grid, in a state where most electricity is generated by burning natural gas, a planet-warming fossil fuel. Burning natural gas, right? Sold back to the grid. Yeah, we would say it's sold to the grid, but it's all sold back to the grid. They also boast some of the most sustainable, energy-efficient, and hurricane-proof homes in the country. The streets surrounding the homes are intentionally designed to flood so houses don't. Homes are intentionally designed to flood so houses don't. Power and the internet lines are buried to avoid wind damage. The sturdy concrete walls, hurricane-proof windows and doors are fortified with a layer of foam insulation, providing extra safety against the most violent storms. Fortified. right? Fortification. Fortified with a layer of foam insulation. A layer is fortified with a layer of foam insulation. Foam insulation. That's good expression. The sturdy concrete walls, hurricane-proof windows and doors are fortified with a layer of foam insulation, providing extra safety against the most violent storms. Climate resiliency and storm protection were built into the fabric of the homes. Yeah, fabric. Microsoft Fabric is the orchestration of all the Azure apps and so on. So Fabric. And while the newly developed homes have endured a few storms since people moved in around February 2023, Hurricanes Helene and Milton put those features to the true test over the last 2 weeks. Most of the residents living in the Hunters Point heeded the mandatory evacuations ahead of Hurricane Milton's landfall, but Fulford 76 stayed behind with wife Susan, just as they did during Hurricane Helene last month. So Milton hit Florida in October. Helene hit it in September, I guess. By the way, the pronunciation is Helene, not Helen. Koreans pronounce it Helen, and Chinese and Japanese also Helen, but Helene is the English American pronunciation of the name, person's name. Most of they stocked up on water and groceries. They doubled down on water and groceries. They stocked up on water and groceries. Fulford moved the car to higher ground. He tied up all patio and back deck furniture together. Back deck furniture together. They brought everything from the garage, which made up the entire ground floor, up to the living spaces on the second floor, and in the event of worst case scenario, Suen instead insisted on getting life preservers. What is life preservers? Right? Preservers is the food ingredients. What is life preservers? I'm just quite convinced that the strength and everything in this house grammatically wrong. I found several grammatic errors so far, right? Higher ground. You gotta be I don't know, accountable sometimes to a higher ground or higher grounds. They built a great house, a strong house, Fulford said, and I just feel comfortable. I feel like we are high enough up, even if we get a storm surge. Hurricane Milton swell, it is called swell, right? Hurricane Milton made landfall Wednesday night in Siesta Key, about a 30-minute drive south of Hunters Point. The storm obliterated vast parts of Florida, including the surrounding areas of Hunters Point, like Anna Maria Island and Bradenton. Obliterated, wiped out, obliterated. The storm dumped more than 18 inches of rain on St. Petersburg, which represents more than 1 in 1,000-year rainfall event for the area. Mobile homes damaged by Hurricane Milton at Pines Trailer Park in Bradenton Beach on Anna Maria Island, Florida, are seen on October, right? Toppled palm trees lie alongside a road in Bradenton Beach on Anna Mary Island, Florida on October 10th, 2024. Milton knocked out power for more than 22.5 million customers across the state, including in Manatee County. Manatee, right? The animal, that dolphin-like animal, where Hunters Point homes are located. But for Fulford and his neighbors, the lights stayed on. Everybody around us was completely dark at like 5 in the morning, and you see the lights on in our houses. Marshall Gobuty, the founder and the president of the Pearl Homes Development, told CNN. So it really was a test of why we did this. Residents who stayed through both hurricanes told CNN they suffered little to no damage. That's good cliche, right? Usually says little to no damage. That's cliche. Suffered little to no damage. Suffered little to no damage. From little to no, right? None. Suffered little to no damage. Neither the heavy surge flooding from Helen nor the strong winds from Milton devastated their homes, obliterated. Solar power and battery storage kept the lights on all night and the following days. I hope people take a hard look at all of this and start paying attention to what goes on here. Fulford said, everything is changing, referring to the stronger storms he is now seeing each year. Stormproof success. Construction workers are seen securely attaching solar panels to the roof's raised vertical seams to prevent them from flying off. Raised the vertical seams. Raised the vertical seams. Raised, that's another good term as a KT salesman, right? Raise the vertical seams, raise the vertical seams, raise the vertical seams, raise the vertical seams. Seamless. When Gobuty started the design process for Hunters Point, it was imperative, it was obvious, it was a mandatory imperative that the homes be able to withstand Category 5 hurricanes. It was imperative, another cliche, right? Another good expression. It was imperative the homes be able to withstand Category 5 hurricanes. It was imperative it was imperative the homes be able to withstand Category 5 hurricanes. It was the first residential development to get a leadership in energy and environmental design LEED net zero certification in the world, according to the U.S. Green Building Council. Each of the three-story homes are designed like this. The ground floor is a garage designed with flood vents to drain rising water. The living spaces start on the second floor, which is intentionally built 16 feet above sea level. From the roof to its foundation, the steel straps secure the entire structure. Solar panels are attached to the roof's raised vertical seams to prevent them from flying off. 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 To prevent them from flying off, right? Raise the vertical seams, raise the vertical seams. Each of the three-story homes are designed like this, right? The property also sits in a major flood zone, which meant the homes needed to be elevated to meet Florida's building codes. Still, the developers went beyond the required 3 feet of field dirt and used the 7 feet instead to be safe. 7 feet is the building code. 3 feet of field dirt. The idea is that if water did come into the garage, which is fine because we have the flood beds which are specifically there for that, there's still 9 feet of garage, Gobuty said. That would have to be an impossibility for the floods to enter. We knew that it would never happen. Smart, right? So they have 7 feet instead to be safe. So if the flood comes to the garage, they will still have 9 feet left to the roof ceiling of the basement. The idea is that if water did come into the garage, which is fine because we have the flood beds which are specifically there for that, there's still 9 feet of garage, Gobuty said. That would have to be an impossibility for the floods to enter. We knew that it would never happen. Construction workers are seen securely attaching solar panels to the roof's raised vertical seams to prevent them from flying off. But these features come at a cost. According to the community's website, the homes are selling for $40 million to $90 million, damn, compared to other new homes in the area priced for at least $600,000. That's quite expensive, man. $14 to $90 million. As a custom builder, right? As a custom builder who built hurricane-proof homes himself in Virginia, Fulford said he is impressed by how his new Florida home has been built. So far, the project is still under construction, with 31 homes complete of the 86 to be developed. What? With 30 homes complete of the 36 to be developed. So 55 homes would be built with a stormproof. Luckily, Hurricane Milton's landfall location south of Tampa Bay spared the area from the worst-case scenario forecasts of up to 15 feet of storm surge. Instead, Milton drove the worst storm surge across a 65-mile stretch of coast between Siesta Key and Fort Myers Beach. Yeah, I would like to visit Florida, man. Fulford, invite me and I'll check out your home. Yeah, I'll just pay for my airline tickets and you just provide me accommodation for 2 to 3 nights. That's it. But in a climate change-ravaged future, Hunters Point residents say they need to prepare for what's to come. Understanding more homes need to be built and designed this way. Underscoring more homes need to be built and designed this way. A climate change-ravaged future. That's the extreme expression, but climate change ravaged the future. Climate change ravaged the future. That's good expression, man. A climate change ravaged the future. A climate change ravaged the future. Solar batteries and the way we construct homes will be part of the future because we see it's performing, Gobuty said. Yeah, Gobuty, invite me and I will work with you, right? I have IT experience. I can speak both Korean, Chinese, and American, right? English. No problem, man. The world is changing, and this is the test people are waiting to see. For more CNN news and newsletters, create an account at cnn.com. Very good short article compared to other lengthy articles that Americans usually produce on their newspapers and the magazines. From this article, I learned such expressions as a climate-ravaged future, a raised vertical seams, stormproof, right? Helen, raised feet, garage, stormproof homes. We met Gobuty and Fulford, right? Field dirt, Florida building codes, and what else? What did I miss? Yeah, every time I finish reading, I just go back and try to remember the expressions that I marked or repeated pronunciation. Field dirt. They're flying off. It's imperative. It was imperative that the homes need to be stormproof. It was imperative. Designed that way, right? Imperative. Ravaged. Process. Lights on. Knocked out power. Milton knocked out power. Knock up is different, but knocked out power for more than 2.5 million homes across the state. Knocked out power. Back deck, some strange expression though. William Fulford, please contact me. William Fulford, come to the desk. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Wednesday.